Thank you for watching this video. If this is the kind of content you're looking for, please subscribe to my channel. I get way more consistent views than I have subscribers. So a lot of people are consistently coming to my channel without actually subscribing. I mean, help a fella out and subscribe. I appreciate that. And also, if you like this kind of content, search for Layton Hills Baptist Church. They have very similar content. I think you'd like that. We're looking at Genesis chapter 14, and Genesis 14 has a lot of action in it. Lot in the valley, in the city, gets into trouble. There's a war of the kings, and he gets taken captive. Abram comes to his rescue. Then Abram meets Melchizedek and gives a tenth of the war booty to Melchizedek. Lot going on. What jumps out at me when I read this devotionally is that it's the first time that Abram is called a Hebrew, right? It's in verse 13. Then a fugitive came and told Abram the Hebrew. Isn't that great? So that cracks me up. It's like, oh, that's the first time. That's totally cool. And then, of course, you have the whole huge Melchizedek thing, which is incredibly hard to pronounce and even worse to spell. And you have this beautiful moment between Abram and Melchizedek. And if you know your New Testament, then you know Melchizedek is mentioned in the letter of Hebrews, how Jesus is a high priest like Melchizedek. And it is interesting because Abram does give Melchizedek a tithe, 10% of the war booty, which is normally what you give to God. And of course, Melchizedek is the king of righteousness. And so there's all kinds of thought about who is Melchizedek. I absolutely think Melchizedek is Jesus Christ before his incarnation, before his immaculate conception and birth. This is Jesus in the Old Testament. The big heads call that a Christophany versus a theophany, where Jesus appears in person. A Christophany. And so that's what I interpret this as, a Christophany. There is a lot to chew on, including the blessing, right? When you read Genesis chapter 14, what jumps out to you? When you read about this encounter between Abram and Melchizedek, knowing what it says in Hebrews, what do you think is going on here? Who is Melchizedek? Share your insights, your thoughts with me and the community in the comments below. I want to know. Let's get a discussion going.